problems here. Oh, blow the right front tire. Look, I talked in the opening about how hard you'd hit if something went wrong. How'd that feel? We're talking.
Take another look.
Oh, no, Jason's just loose.
Just got sideways, caught it, but unfortunately, probably would have been okay if Todd had to come along, but Todd had to go somewhere.
And this year, that's been the story for Todd Bodine. He's been loose, sideways, and just unfortunate, wrong place at the wrong time so many different times. Watch him here.
Todd looked like he had a lane on the inside and did for a while, but Jason was just still trying to regain control. Here's Miguel Paludo's on board. You see Jason dead sideways. Miguel went all the way down to the bottom, got by.
Take another look.
Yeah, it just Kligerman just gets loose down on the inside of Ryan Blaney, and Matt Crafton had nowhere to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was no contact at all from behind. It's just, that's how tough it is to drive one of these babies. Watch him just get loose trying to stay down on the bottom of Blaney. Can't hold it down. They make contact, and look at poor Matt Crafton. Just like Todd Bodine a minute ago, he had nowhere to go.
Absolutely nowhere to go. It got squeezed up into the wall.
Great job by Nelson Piquet Jr. barely slipping by Kligerman on the bottom.
I mean, another view. Watch that 7 truck. He's going to get loose. He has to chase it up the hill. He tries to stay off the 29 of Blaney, but then the thing finally grabs, and the right front shoots to the right, and then Matt Crafton's there with nowhere to go.
Riding along with 31 of Buescher.
And watch Piquet too. Look at the job Piquet does. Turn left hard, and that's not easy to do, change directions like Piquet did without spinning out. Watch the bottom of your screen as Piquet comes into sight. Barely slipping by.
Barely. May even have made slight contact with the left side of Kligerman's.
And another guy that had a real close call on this was Cale Gale. Watch Cale as this develops.
Well, we ran the first 30-some laps caution-free, and then bam, all of a sudden, caution, caution, caution.
Cautions breed cautions a lot of times. You bunch these babies up. You can see on the inside of Johnny Sauter, Nelson Piquet was there. I don't know that Nelson went up as much as maybe.
Spark potentially too on the right side? It looked like right when he was checking up, there was a spark on the right side, and up the track he went.
Looked like maybe more Johnny Sauter.
Yeah, Johnny didn't give him a whole lot of room. You see Nelson with his left side right down against the yellow line.
Yeah, I don't know that I could hang that on Nelson Piquet. He was down inside of Sauter, and like you said, Phil, he was right down on the line. Maybe we get a better look.
There's Miguel Paludo coming by, running into the 9 of Hornaday. Miguel with nowhere to go when he got there. We know how difficult these trucks are to drive when somebody is squeezing you from the high side.
That was with Johnny Sauter.
This is Miguel Paludo. Remember, he's going to make contact with Ron Hornaday.
Wow. A lot going on there for Paludo, isn't there?
Yeah. He got slowed down and tried to turn left as much as he could.
I like this shot here. You could see there wasn't a whole lot Piquet could do, I don't believe.
I'm not sure Johnny gave him enough room. Piquet, I think, would have had to have driven off the racetrack to give Johnny enough room there.
And you know, usually your spotter is all over telling you got one look, and you're going to leave him room because you know if you don't.
On pit road. Let's take a look at it. You see them running side by side. We saw what happened to cause our last caution.
There it is, contact with the right front. He just got into the left rear.
How about the job by Brendan Gaughan and Herman Cataroga to get by him?
Look at James Buescher. This isn't what you want to see when you're leading a championship. The guy you're following sideways.
How about very similar situation? It did look like Ryan gave Cale a whole bunch of room down on the bottom of the racetrack.
How about we get on board with our point leader, guys? See what he sees.
He's got his own battle fighting Brendan Gaughan. Then he sees the 33 dead sideways.
Did you hear him gas it up when he saw the chance? Let me get out of here.
Saw an opening, took advantage of it.
Let's watch Brendan Gaughan. Where's Brendan going to go? He's right in the path of destruction here.
He finds the brakes quickly.
You can see Joey Coulter to the bottom. Brendan.
He came on him so quickly.
You can see Larson went high. Truex went low. Made just a tiny bit of contact.
Watch Ty Dillon.
Look at Ryan Blaney. made a bit of contact as well. But, man, he locked it up, didn't he?
He sure did. Watch this now. You see, here's going to be the contact. Look at Ty Dillon. He's right there with the 74 turning sideways in front of him. He has to turn the wheel to the right, but yet avoids the outside wall.
You know, very rarely does locking it up help you miss a crash, but I don't think Ryan Blaney had any other choice. He got hard on the brakes. There was some contact to the left front, but I believe they put a little tape on that and 4 tires, and he'll still be really competitive. But
Air Center, here's what happened.
you can see Quiroga just drives way far down into turn 1 and runs over the back of Brendan Gaughan, and then Ty Dillon just nowhere to go, but pretty hard damage on the right front corner. If it isn't bent, if the toe's not out of whack or some of the suspension bent on that right front, he'll be really fortunate.
Yeah, nothing Brendan can do. Herman Quiroga actually locked the brakes up, got in so hard in the corner, and when he locked the brakes up, then his truck went straight, would not make the corner.
Herman was running in uncharted waters for him. He hadn't been up that far in one of these races very often, and he just messed up and hit Brendan hard.
James Busher dodges yet another bullet and takes one of his